Hey Angels, it's Lookin Bratz aka Dom. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. On this channel, I love to talk about fashion dolls, pop culture, Bratz, of course. In this video, we're gonna be talking about something a little bit different, although not too off the mark from stuff I usually talk about. Although I have been a little bit absent off YouTube. I've been on a sabbatical, if you must. But I'm trying to make more videos, and I got a special package from Winx Club today. I'm kind of just out of the shower, so I might look a little like I'm just out of the shower. But they sent over a lot of goodies, and I was really shocked by this package because I wasn't expecting there to be so much in it. And I wasn't expecting like the level of the quality of stuff, and I was really impressed. And not because like I didn't expect, I don't want to say I didn't expect much, because for something as big as like the reboot of a major property like this, I'm like, okay, like they're going all in. I've gotten stuff from Winx Club before. They've sent me like notebooks and t-shirts and some pretty cool stuff in the past. So when I got this big box, I was like, whoa, this is like really cool. So I'm gonna actually show y'all what was in the box, but I know what some people came for was the new Playmates Winx Club doll review. These are just coming out in stores now. I think they're slowly popping up. The only two I believe are not coming to stores in the US, and I believe it's Target. Like all the Winx are coming to Target except for Musa and Tekna. I do recommend my friend Winx Forever podcast. She has a lot on her page, so if you're interested in getting into Winx, or if you want to learn about all the cool Winx stuff coming out, she's a great account to follow on Instagram and on other platforms. Musa and Tekna are unfortunately not coming to stores from what I've heard, but the rest are. Bloom, Aisha, Flora, and Stella are all coming to Target in the US. Internationally, I'm not exactly sure, but I know that in Italy and in some countries they are getting the dolls from Giochi Preziosi, and I don't know how that's pronounced, honestly, and I probably should because I'm kind of partially Italian. I'm gonna show y'all what I got from Winx, and I also just like want to talk about the doll and the reboot. So they sent some goodies. They sent this note card. It says, "Hi Dominic, thank you for joining the Winxers community. We hope this gift can bring back all the Winx Club magic just like the very first time all over again. Inside, you'll find a few treasures we've chosen with care, each one carrying a little piece of that world we all grew up loving. Now it's your turn to let the magic shine through you. We can't wait to see what you'll create. With love, Winx Club team." And it looks like it may actually like have been written and signed in pen. So that's pretty cool, very nice note card. It also says, "Don't forget that Winx Club, the magic is back, is on Netflix, streaming starting now. It premiered on October 2nd. Today is October something. It's already out. So that means that you should go to Netflix and check out Winx Club, the magic is back." I have seen some clips. I have not yet seen a full episode, but I'm looking forward to getting on Netflix and checking it out. I will say, and I guess I'll address the elephant in the room now, is that there is some controversy with this reboot, and I understand it. I am not a diehard Winx fan. I'm someone who kind of loosely grew up with it, and I've been trying to get back into it, and especially like I've been trying to rewatch the original series. So it's interesting seeing like, you know, how fans have been reacting to this reboot, and I 110% understand that feeling of like you're so accustomed to something, and then when it gets a reboot, it's just a complete 180. Like it's a complete turn of events, and you're like, what happened to this thing I once loved? For Winx Club, I feel like some of the source material, like it's staying true to some of that, and regards to the storyline, although I've heard some things have been kind of expedited in the story so far. And the designs are kind of loosely the same. Of course, they're updated. I will admit I love the original Winx Club designs a lot. And I also like some of the early 2010s designs. That was kind of more of when I really wanted to get a Winx doll, was when Jakks Pacific had the license, and I don't know if I should be saying that in this video. Although this video is not sponsored or anything, so it doesn't matter. When they got the license, Jakks Pacific, I really wanted a Winx doll, and I didn't ever get one up until, I think it was maybe like 2021, and they were starting to, those like season 8 ones, like I don't know, but they're not very popular, but they got imported to Go calendar stores, like those kind of semi-expensive toy stores in the malls. And they got the full set of them, plus there were these like figurines, and they only had 3 characters. They had Flora, Stella, and Bloom, I believe. Very limited selection. I bought them because I really just wanted a Winx doll. And I do have them. I got one from an old friend, and then the other 2 I found on my own. So I don't have a very long history with Winx. I do remember it growing up, but I don't remember keeping up with it as much as I kept up with Bratz. But to me, Winx Club is like the Bratz's unofficial sister, because they were both in the 4Kids Saturday morning a cartoon lineup, kind of one after the other, I think, at some points, if not most of the time. But if you remember that era, please correct me if I'm wrong. I actually have a 4Kids TV DVD that's like the promo DVD they gave away at Toys R Us, and it has like the Winx Club and the Bratz on there, and the Winx Club character Bloom is introducing the Bratz on there, and it's cute. I always kind of saw them as like related in a weird way, kind of like distantly removed, because Winx was more about the story than it was about the dolls, and the dolls just so happened in the first place, besides like, you know, Giochi Preziosi, which, please don't kill me if I said that wrong. Mattel had the license to Winx dolls in the 2000s, which, you know, made sense. And I do think they did a pretty good job at the Winx dolls. And I also really like the early Italian Winx dolls. Like, those are, I don't know. I know they have polypropylene hair, which is unfortunate, the Italian ones. But still, I would still buy those. I love the packaging design. I love the colors. It's so, I don't even want to call it 2000s, but I'm just a sucker for a doll from that era. And I do think the Winx Club dolls from that era are really good. I remember 2023, I went to Sweet Sweet in New York, and they had a Winx Club booth, although there was no dolls yet, and there was no official announcement of the reboot. But then at that event, they were like, oh yeah, Winx Club is coming back, and there's going to be new dolls, and yada yada yada, which was pretty cool. And last year there wasn't much of an update on it, but then this year is when the reboot happened, and the license went to Playmates for, you know, the licensed Winx dolls, which to me makes a lot of sense, because they make the Miraculous Ladybug dolls, and I do see the animation style being kind of similar to the Miraculous Ladybug between that show and the new Winx Club. Like, they kind of have a similar vibe, not quite the same, but it's just, I feel like it's just this era of CGI animation, maybe. Also, they're kind of like exports. Like, when they come to the US, it's like, I believe Miraculous Ladybug is French, or maybe French Canadian. Winx, of course, is from Italy, so maybe that's it too. I don't know, but I actually kind of like the Miraculous Ladybug dolls. I would get into them if I kind of understood that show better. But anyways, I saw the dolls at Sweet Sweet this year, 2025, and they looked really good. I did like the display. There was no, you couldn't like touch them or touch the hair or anything, so I didn't know much. So I'm interested in seeing what the doll's quality is like once we open her. Winx, in a way, has been kind of pulling a Bratz in the way that it's using some of its original assets, like the original artwork and such. They use it on a lot of products, I will say. And I don't mind because the original Winx Club artwork is really cute. But they gave us a palette from their collaboration with cosmetics brand Soda. And it's the Heart of Althea eyeshadow palette. And it's a really nice palette, actually. I don't know about the quality of the shadows, but the shades are cute and the presentation is pretty cute. So I'm happy with it. Also, it was like, you know, gifted to me, and oh, I love the design in this palette. Wow. The kind of assets they use on this are really nice. I'm a sucker for nice packaging, and I love like maximalist graphics. Although I've been trying to steer clear of them as of late. I feel like, I don't know. I love a nice heavy design, if that makes sense. I love color. I love seeing color. They sent a card with Musa on it. So this was the Which Winx Are You? And it says, Your Pure Harmony. Fun, free, and always original, just like Musa. This fairy doll is a reminder of the magic that you carry inside. They sent an autographed canvas, and it has the artwork of the CGI models from The Magic Is Back. This is like a really neat gift to add to everything else that they gifted in this box here. I have to say, this artwork on this puzzle I'm about to show you is so nice, so clean. I have to be honest though, I don't know much about the skin tone, so I feel like the skin tones might be off. But if it weren't for that, this artwork is really nice. It's a 500 piece puzzle, and it has this comic book style art of the main Winx girls. The art style is stunning. I'll see my boyfriend soon, and he's gonna be very excited because we're gonna put this puzzle together. So they sent a bunch of these wristbands. I'm actually wearing one now, or attempting to. I kind of just loosely put one on, but they sent me a bunch of these. So if you're a Winx fan, like, please let me know, because I don't have a need for all of them. I ideally just kind of want one each, because, you know, it's still cool that I got the package and I want the stuff inside, but I don't want like the 18 buttons that they sent me. And I did count, they sent me 18 of these Winx Club The Magic Is Back buttons. So I'm gonna be doing a giveaway or something soon. This next one, you know what, before we show that, I do want to show the cardigan that they sent. This is from Steady Hands, and it's just a nice cardigan, and it's a very like well-made cardigan. And the one pocket says Winx Club on it, and the back of it has wings printed on it. It's such a nice gift. A really, really like nice, well-curated package. Because they also sent, I don't know which company this is. Who is it? I don't know who the jeweler is, but they sent this really nice necklace. It's a heart with a yellow stone in it. I'm sure there's a bit more significance to what this is. I just think it's a really lovely necklace. It's supposed to represent this. And I have to say, like, as a fan of Bratz, we don't often get cool stuff like this. We'll get a jewelry collab that maybe doesn't make sense with the brand. But this, like, obviously represents something from Winx, and it's like a nice piece, and it comes in cute packaging. And I was just like, wow, like, I wasn't expecting like all these goodies here, especially like stuff that isn't like, it's mostly all product plus promotional goodies. It's not just promotional goodies that they got, you know, kind of wholesale, which I do at my job too, like, there's no shame in it. But like, they sent actual like products that they have, which I really, really appreciated. The licensed products are kind of phenomenal, in my opinion. And I feel like, I was like, wow, like, I don't get this as a Bratz fan. Like, we just get like a bunch of t-shirts with the same design on it. But they sent Musa from the new Playmates collection The only thing I'm gonna say that I'm really, and I think it's just a product of like retailers not wanting some of the dolls, and because there's such a saturated market at the moment, and I think the fashion doll market is slowly like filtering out again. Does that make sense? That maybe retailers didn't want to order all the Winx Club dolls. I do wish they had ordered Musa and Tekna, even if in smaller quantities, though I'm not on the business side of things. I don't understand how all of that works. I do wish that they had given them their casual outfits along with their transformation outfits. Even if it had just been like fashion packs or something, I feel like that really would have sold well. And as much as I love like Winx is like a fairy franchise, I've also really loved the fashions that they've delivered with the casual fits, especially in the reboot from what I've seen so far. Would have been nice to have seen those casual fits, although maybe next year they'll give us more of that. Who knows? Only time will tell. I don't know how much these retail for though. I want to say probably around $20, give or take. The packaging is cute. Not much like to it. It does have some sculpting on it, and then there is some elements here with like music notes and sparkles and some like ornamental assets. It's pretty cute, although I don't know exactly what the box is supposed to be shaped like, or if it's supposed to be shaped like anything. It might just be like the shape of the box. Here's the back of it. It does show all of the Winx Club characters, and it says, "The magic is back. Join the Winx Club for a magical journey full of friendship, fairy powers, and stylish adventures. Bloom, Fairy of the Dragon Flame, Musa, Fairy of Music, Aisha, Fairy of Waves, Tekna, Fairy of Technology, Stella, Fairy of the Sun and Moon, and Flora, the Fairy of Nature." Now I think we just gotta get her open. The box design's a little boring, and I will say the dolls just come out pretty easily, which honestly maybe like isn't the worst thing, because lately dolls have been like more and more difficult to open. We do have Musa out of the box. Here she is. Now I have to say, this wing feature is pretty cool, because you could just fly them like this. Oh, they are removable. Okay. There's a W shaped like the Winx Club logo in the back, and that's how you attach the wings. And the W is also the wing connectors, if you can see on the plastic. Now, immediately something I dislike about the doll, pigtails, which I have already ruined. And it's not because it's pigtails. I don't like how short these pigtails are, and I don't like tinsel in doll hair. It's a big no-no for me. Also, one of her pigtails did come loose, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to redo her hair. It does feel like premium nylon, which isn't a shocker. And you know what, this tinsel isn't too bad, and since it's braided into a style, I don't think I'm gonna be detinseling her, although it looks like the tinsel is already trying to come out of her head as we speak. Now, something I was really unsure about when I saw these dolls at Sweet Sweet, and specifically with Musa's doll, was I did not like the placement of her eyes. They looked a bit odd in person when I saw the samples at Sweet Sweet, but the actual final production doll looks pretty good to me. The quality of the wings, aside from the nice clip-in part, and it does come in and out pretty easily. Like, you still need to put some like force on it if you want to get them out, so they do, like, they're sturdy. They're sturdy in the back, but then if you do want to remove them, they're not too difficult to remove, which is nice. But then the overall design is a little bit, I don't know, a little cheaper looking, although I do like the effect that they make when you put the wings together. I like that the wings move together. It's a nice feature. Now, she doesn't have any arm articulation aside from being able to move them up and down. side to side. There's a little, you can hear a little bend when you move her arm up and down like this, which is interesting. Her thighs can go out sort of far, although I don't know if she can do a front split, but I don't think she can do a side split. And then the leg articulation seems pretty standard. No foot articulation. The feet are pretty small, kind of like Barbie size, but the boots are really nice and they're kind of chunky. I don't know if all the dolls have chunky shoes, although I suspect they have some chunkiness to the shoe. I really do love these boots though. She has something close to being a knee-high boot, and there are 3 belt buckles on it, and they are painted. The belt buckles and the belts themselves. The only thing unpainted are some of the like back detailings on the shoes, the heel itself, the platform, and the laces. Although I will say overall the shoe sculpt is really nice, and I like that they added the glitter to it. The glitter is actually pretty fun. As for this outfit on its own, I don't hate it, but I don't, I'd have to really see this on a real person to maybe understand the vision of the outfit. It's not a bad outfit. I can tell they were going for maybe some cheaper fabric choices to keep the budget down. The pieces are well made, although you can tell there's a kind of the sheenness to the fabric that makes it look a little bit cheaper. The doll overall isn't bad. She doesn't have earring holes, although I don't know how often Winx had earrings. I would say this is probably gonna be a fun play doll for kids, and I'm sure Winx fans who are really like diehard Winx are probably a bit more eager to get their hands on these and excited to see them in person, and especially in comparison to older Winx Club products. I get it because I'm a Bratz fan, and we've been through a few of these as well. And all I have to say is, if you're a fan of something like Winx Club and you're concerned about this reboot, I do have to say, try to go as much as you can into it with the best intentions, and know that if things don't work out, there's always another reboot in store. This doll isn't bad though. I'm kind of intrigued by the new Italian dolls, and I would kind of like to possibly attempt to get my hands on one out of curiosity of, what are those dolls like? I would like to know, especially in comparison to the new Playmates dolls. But let me know what you think in the comments. Are you interested in the Winx Club reboot? Are you interested in the new show? And which doll are you most looking forward to getting from the Playmates collection? Do you have any yet? I also think I figured out how this motor works in the wings, and it's cool because there's like ridges in it, and they kind of just motorize together. I think this is a pretty cool doll. I think for 20 bucks, if it had been like 10 years ago, I would say this was probably like a $15 doll, but it isn't 10 years ago anymore. So I guess we gotta say it's a $20 doll. Still a nice doll. The whole package was great, so thank you so much to Winx Club and the people over there for sending me this really nice, generous box of goodies. And thank you all for watching. Thank you for tuning in and for supporting my channel. Make sure to check me out on my other socials, all under Lookin' Bratz. Hold the G on Instagram, TikTok, other places, all linked in the description of this video. And there's also lookinbratz.com. Yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.